Hello and welcome to Braintree High School for today's Division I first round matchup here in the MIAA tournament. Mike Walsh bringing the coverage here on BCAM TV as Braintree and Beverly getting set to take the field, and the opening pitch just moments away as Braintree drawing the 10 seed, getting a first round matchup against Beverly, who had to play a play-in game to get to this point where they beat Revere. Number 23 Beverly, the Panthers, getting a 7-1 victory over Revere in their prelim game, and now drawing Braintree here on the road. Beverly getting here a little late, so the game starting about 20 minutes after the scheduled start time. 5:15 start. We'll start right around 5:40 here on June 6th that we live stream here on BCAM TV. And Braintree's starting pitcher, Gorham, getting ready as he'll deliver the first pitch in just a moment, as the two sides have had their talk at home plate with the umpires, talking the ground rules over. Just the outsides of the dugout's really the only thing that really has to be talked over with both sides, just to be aware of what is in and out of play. But really nothing surprising here at Braintree. Not a ton of foul territory on either side of the first or third baseline. And we're ready now for the first pitch of today's game. So it'll be the left fielder, Francis, to lead things off for Beverly. As Gorham winds with the first pitch of today's game, and the first pitch is a little bit high for ball one. Right-hander winds and fires, and that's strike one as he evens the count on a nice fastball in the outside part. Give the Braintree defensive alignment after the first out of the inning, as this one's cut on and miss, and some more good velocity shown by Gorham. Swinging strike by Francis. And the right-hander winds and fires, and a half-hearted swing and a miss for strike three, and the tag is applied. Well, I guess they'll throw down to first, and the first out of the ball game. It'll transition to the defensive alignments for Braintree. In the outfield, across the outfield, it'll be Albertine in left field with DiMartino in center and Carney in right field. And on the infield, Morelli at third base. Over at shortstop, it will be Donovan. Second base, Hamilton, and first base, Fitzgerald, as the pitch is down in the dirt for ball one. Surrett doing the catching for Gorham, who now is down the count 1-0 to Bernard, center fielder. So a strikeout to begin the game, and that's delivered in there for a strike. Slight breeze here today, beautiful temperatures, upper 70s at start time. And the pitch is up. Pretty good crowd on both sides here for the first round matchup in the Division I state tournament, as this one's fouled off and out of play. Again, the new alignment here this season, the ranking system, obviously, depending on your schedule, could get into the tournament with a lesser record than some of the teams that are towards the top, just based on strength of schedule. But Braintree finishing the season 15-5. This one spoiled off and out of play. So two strikes now on the hitter. Braintree hoping to put up a zero here in the first half inning, trying to play in front. Last couple games they've trailed early, but the offense has picked it up. And getting ready is Gorham, and the pitch again is upstairs. No swing, no chase, and the count now fills up. So full count here to the number 2 hitter in the order, and another foul ball knocked back and out of play as the at-bat continues. Gorham ready, winds and fires, and a ground ball middle of the infield. It's the shortstop Donovan with the throw across and plenty of time, and there's 2 down. So a strikeout and a ground out to shortstop here to begin the inning. And the first 2 retired. Bringing up the second baseman, Petrosino. First pitch of the at-bat, and that one came out awkwardly out of his hand. Didn't get the same bite he was looking for, and the pitch stays up. Good mix of pitches early. Haven't seen much of the breaking ball in the early part of this game until that last pitch, and then he blows the strike by him. One count. Nobody on, 2 down, top half of the first, and the pitch down. Two, 1, and that one spoiled off and out of play. A lot of foul balls in that direction. Back off to the left side of the home plate. Two strikes now on the hitter, and the pitch is again spoiled off and out of play. So Gorham has the first 2 outs, but he's had to work pretty hard here the last 2 hitters, trying to finish him off. Two-strike pitch, and it is called a ball on a pitch down at the knees. Umpire flinching. Looked like he was going to call it a strike, but deciding against it. So the bat will continue, and for the second straight hitter, a full count. And Gorham winds and fires, and he missed upstairs. So after not getting the call, Gorham ends up walking the 3-hitter, as Petrosino is the first base runner here of the game. And with 2 outs, we'll see how aggressive Beverly will be on the base paths. Brings up the shortstop, Amberster, and the first pitch is hit up in the air a mile high as Fitzgerald stumbles and makes the catch in foul ground. Nearly slipped and lost the ball, but still able to make the play. And on one pitch, Gorham able to get the 4-hitter in the cleanup spot, and Braintree able to get out of the inning with a walk, but nothing more. And the Bats will get a chance in a scoreless game. Welcome back to Braintree High School. Here we're in the bottom half of the first inning, and the Wamps will bat for the first time in a scoreless game as the left-hander, Quancy, getting ready, and the pitch is downstairs to Braintree's leadoff hitter, Gorham. Beverly coming into a hostile grounds here at Braintree High School, and the pitch is in there for a strike. That evens the count at 1-1 to the Braintree pitcher here today, Gorham. Looking to start the offense up, and the pitch off speed, and that one is grounded foul, and a foul ball at first base. The way that one came off the bat, I was wondering if that hit his foot, but obviously continued to go. Gorham takes his time walking back to the plate. Gorham, a Braintree senior. Going to start off the first round matchup with a bang as the pitch is high for ball 2. So Braintree will have Gorham, Donovan, and Charon 1, 2, and 3 in their order here in the inning. If anybody reaches, Carney would get an opportunity in the cleanup spot. The left-hander's ready, and the pitch is cut on and missed, and he got him on a pitch down and away. So both pitchers striking out the first hitter. As it brings up Donovan, playing shortstop here today with Gorham on the mound. Does play second as well. And the lefty-lefty matchup, first pitch downstairs, well in front of the plate. Lefty winds and fires, and this one hit out to left field. It's going to be dangerous down the line, and it is it's a fair ball right down the line. That's going to be extra bases, and Donovan tags second, heads for third, and he'll pull back with a one-out double. That one was right on the chalk. The way that one was tailing, thought it was going to spin foul, but obviously catching part of the line. Home plate umpire making the call. And Braintree with an immediate opportunity here in the first inning. So opening strikeout and a double, and here comes Sharon. Looking to give Braintree the lead. And the off-speed pitch is outside. Third straight hitter now, he's fallen behind. Sharon's really been swinging a good stick here this season as he takes the pitch down. And he's ahead now 2-0. Beverly had a two-out base runner on a walk, did not score. And Braintree now with a one-out hit. Looking to push the game's first run across. And the pitch is a called strike down at the knees. So a 2-1 count here to the Braintree DH. A lot of room in left center as the pitch is hit hard out to right field, and it is going to be caught on a line. And they really had that one positioned well. That was lined for a base hit, but the outfield had him played well. Really was hugging towards that line. Really an interesting outfield position, hugging that outfield line there. So it is the second out here of the first inning. And it'll bring up Carney here batting in the cleanup spot. He's been all around the lineup here this season, but batting in the 4 spot. So the first pitch is down. Braintree with the base runner at second base. As Donovan doubled with one out. And the pitch, and this one hit out to left field. That's going to get down, and it should score the game's first run as Donovan tags third, heads to the plate, and Braintree strikes first here in the first. A 2-out single by Carney. And Braintree takes advantage with 2 outs. One not hit all that hard, but it was placed well. Right out into center field. And now gives the Braintree center fielder DiMartino an opportunity. As Carney probably going to get a green light here to take off with 2 outs in the inning. And the pitch is knocked out of play on a hard hit ball. So Braintree doing just what they wanted to do, which was take the lead in the first inning. And that one is upstairs.
Go, Kenny. Go, Sam.
Carney stands at first and not going on the pitch, and that is a called strike on the outside corner. So 2 strikes now on the Braintree outfielder DiMartino. Tough to get a jump off a left-handed pitcher. Ground ball hit to the right side of the infield. And the second baseman with the throw across in time. And that ends the inning. But Braintree does get the game's first run on a 2-out hit by Carney. And the Wamps leave one on, as did Beverly in the first. Braintree leads 1-0 as we head to the second. Top half of the second inning in a 1-0 game. Braintree with the lead. It'll be the 5, 6, 7 hitters in the order for the Panthers here in the inning as the first pitch is delivered for a strike. As Fox, the first baseman, falling behind in the at-bat, 0-1. And the off speed drops in there for a second strike. So very quickly ahead 0-2. So a good mix of pitches here to begin the at-bat. Fastball, then a curveball. As the right-hander's ready, back to the heat, and this one spoiled off and out of play. Another late swing. Beverly in on the grass at third. Everybody else pretty much straight up for the Braintree defense. And the 2-strike pitch is outside. Late crowd continuing to file in here at Braintree High School. As the right-hander's ready, and the pitch is knocked foul to first. Defense going to be a key here today for both sides. Obviously in a playoff game, team that generally makes the least amount of mistakes will win, but that isn't always the case. If we have ourselves a pitcher's duel, could come down to 1 or 2 mistakes, whether it's a failed bunt attempt or an error. 1-2 on the way. And the fastball is inside on another close pitch. Gorham doing a pretty good job working both sides of the plate, but certainly would like to see a little bit more from the umpires. This one is spoiled back. As long as the strike zone is consistent here in the game, that's all you're looking for as a pitcher. A lot of foul balls here early in the game. And that one is outside. So another full count. They continue to pile up the pitch count here on Gorham. That's 1 walk so far surrendered and a strikeout, and this one is knocked out of play. That one hit pretty hard out towards the football field, back behind the stadium. Throwing lots of strikes in the at-bat, but a lot of them being spoiled off. And the pitch, and again, same spot as it's knocked foul.
Love the fight, kid, love it.
Gorham trying to climb the ladder, but he's still able to make contact. Both pitchers with 1 strikeout so far. Both sides have left 1 on. Braintree with the only run to this point.
Go, Nick.
As the pitch on the way, and this one hit pretty hard out to left field, but it's playable. And right in his tracks to make the catch. So Gorham wins the at-bat on the fly ball to left field. Good to see all the extra pitches, but frustrating going back to that dugout without anything to show for it. Brings up the catcher now, as McKay will bat, and the pitch is outside. And Gorham wants a new baseball. And you're watching here on the live stream broadcast on BCAM TV, number 10 Braintree and number 23 Beverly. First round matchup, as that's a half-hearted swing and a miss. Back on the rubber, winds and fires, and back to the knees, and a strike. One, 2 on the way, and that one just cued foul. Just able to get a piece. Base is clear, 1 out. Fastball, and that back to the outside corner, still waiting for that strike 3, does not get it. Gorham ready, and this one is knocked towards the stands, and a foul ball.
Oh, I'm going to see a better effort than that. Yeah, I can. I got going left down. All right.
So a foul ball out towards the stands. And the pitch, and that is a swing, a third called strike. Whether it was on the pitch or the swing, I think it was a pretty good pitch regardless. And obviously cannot complain on calls on balls and strikes as much as you want to. So the second strikeout of the outing for Gorham as he starts ahead. Brings up the DH, McCafferty. The first two have been retired. The only base runner for Beverly was a 2-out walk back in the first, and another strike. Braintree will have their 6, 7, 8 hitters due up in the bottom half. As Gorham looking for a clean 1-2-3 inning, and the breaking ball down in the dirt. Nice stop behind the plate. Obviously with nobody on, not necessarily a factor, but still good work back behind the plate. And the pitch, and he blows it by him as he fans 2 in the inning. He's got 3 through 2, and the Braintree Bats will get a chance with a 1-0 lead. Bottom half of the second inning. And the pitch on the way to Surrett is downstairs, and again, continuing to fall behind is Quancy. Temperature's cooling a bit here as this game has moved on. So lefty is ready, and the pitch, and that one nearly hit him. As Surrett pulled the right foot out of the way. So he's sitting in the driver's seat with a 2-0 count. And that one right down the middle for a strike. Obviously was taking there. That was a real good pitch to hit on a 2-0 count. And that one missed outside. As Braintree an opportunity here to begin the inning with the base runner. We have not seen a walk drawn yet here by Braintree. As this one's knocked foul, and that fills it up. Pretty good swing. Really couldn't have asked for a better day for baseball. First pitch right around 5:30. Lights will probably come on at some point. And the pitch is knocked towards center field, and that's going to drop down. A leadoff single by Surrett. Braintree's third hit of the game. So Surrett not only working the count there, but able to loft it into center field. Second single hit softly to center as it brings up Fitzgerald. Batting in the 7th spot, playing first base. As Braintree plays with a 1-run lead. See how early they want to consider playing the sacrifice. We are only in the second inning, but with a 1-run lead. And a throw over to first, not nearly in time. Haven't seen any of the Braintree base runners really get a good lead. And again, with a lefty pitching, it is tough to pick up on it. As the pitch is cut on and missed, a big swing. Fitzgerald obviously swinging for the big fly there on that type of swing.
Come on, 7. Go, Noah. Come on, kid.
So Surrett leading at first as the pitch comes to the plate, and it's inside.
Get in there, kid. Going up, Dad.
Again, a short lead for Surrett as they continue to watch him closely. And this one is cut on and missed on a pitch upstairs. So he's now got 2 strikes on Fitzgerald. Quancy with 1 strikeout back in the first. Able to get out of the jam, allowing just the 1 run. Back in the first inning as the runner starts and goes. The throw is not going to be in time on a hop. And Braintree with a stolen base. That was seemingly like a delayed steal by Surrett. He didn't get a great jump. And a good throw probably had him. But it does give Braintree an opportunity here for a runner in scoring position with the nobody out. And the off speed is drilled out of play. So Fitzgerald here, if you do make it out, you're hoping to make it at least a productive one, whether you move the ball to the right side of the infield or not. Obviously, best case scenario, you come up with a hit, but got to do your job here with nobody out. Bring the base runner over to third. And the pitch, and a ground ball hits the right side, just like he was supposed to. And the runner gets to third. So a hard hit ball as Braintree gets the base runner to third with one out. So it brings up Morelli, batting in the 8th spot as Braintree looks to take a 2-0 lead. Infield coming in. Here with just one out, down a run. Good size lead over there at third base for Surratt. Braintree has plenty of things to do here if they want. Could try some hit and run. Could try the suicide squeeze if they wanted. It is early. So starting ahead here to Morelli. Looks like he's getting ready to go on contact, though, the way he's leading as the pitch is cut on and missed. So for the first time, ahead 0-2. And Morelli hoping that he can put the ball in play here. And the pitch, and that one's down. Not far enough away to try and take off. One and two count here to the Braintree third baseman, Morelli. And the pitch is down in the dirt. Oh, that's a great stop. That was a very tough ball to block. That one bouncing almost 5 feet in front of the plate. Was able to smother that. Easily could have brought a run home on a wild pitch. And the pitch, and that's inside. So the count now fills up. A full count. Albertine due up next. And Wamps fires, and he missed down, and he walks him. Started off ahead 0-2. And Morelli able to draw the walk. Just the first surrendered, but that's a tough walk to give up, especially ahead 0-2. And Braintree now with runners at the corners, still just the one out. And it brings up Albertine, the left-handed hitter. See if Braintree sends the man in motion here, trying to steal second, take the double play out of order. Albertine's been a pretty good bunter here this season. As they throw it over to first, and the throw is not in time. Throwing behind the runner. So still awaiting the first pitch is Albertine. And the pitch is outside. Oh, it's called a strike. Low pitch called the strike. And the pitch. And it looked like almost the same spot. This time not called a strike. Actually looked better than the prior pitch. So 1-1 count to the Braintree left fielder, Albertine. And the throw over to first. Pretty easy to read that one. Surratt, who led things off with a single to begin the inning, stands at third. Morelli over at first, drew a walk, and the pitch is down. And the runner goes on the delayed steal, and Braintree's second steal of the inning. So now two base runners in scoring position. Single could score a pair. Big spot here for Albertine, batting in the 9th spot. And the pitch down. This one gets away. And the run will score from third. So a couple times the ball was blocked, this time not. And both base runners move up, one scores. And Braintree goes ahead 2-0. Pitch to Albertine, and this one out to center field. That's going to get down, and Braintree leads 3-0 on the base hit by Albertine. So I guess the pass ball really didn't matter there. It probably would have scored both runs anyway. Everything going to the middle of the outfield. That's the third single in the direction of center field. And a very quick meeting at the mound as Braintree has struck for 2 here in the inning. Braintree will bat at the top of the order for the second time. Gorham, who struck out to begin the bottom half of the first, gets his second look as he now gets a 3-run lead to work with on the other side. And it's a very quick work starting out in the bullpen. Braintree looking to continue here with their offensive powers here in the second. 2 hits so far, a walk. And here comes Gorham. The lefty's ready. And the off speed is knocked out of play. Really couldn't have asked for a better start here at home for Braintree. As the runner takes off, and this one drilled out to center field. That's going to be some trouble, and that's going to get down. And it hops over the fence, unfortunately, for Braintree. That would have scored another run on the hardest hit ball here of the game. And this might be it. This might be the plug pulled by the coach on another hard hit ball. As Braintree not missing much here in the early part of this game. And that is going to be it. Second meeting to the mound, that's going to be a pitching change. As Braintree with just the one out here in the inning, second and third, a 3-0 lead, and a chance for Donovan, who doubled earlier, but that'll be against a new pitcher when we come back here in a 3-0 game. Braintree here at home. Play resuming here in the bottom half of the second. First pitch is spoiled off and out of play. So second and third here for the Wamps. Bottom half of the second. 2 runs pushed across in the inning. 3-0 lead. And the pitch on the way to Donovan. A called strike on the outside corner. Late call from the home plate umpire. Again, Donovan 1 for 1 in the game. A double down the left field line, right on the chalk. And a 2-strike pitch. And a half-hearted swing. That's going to score the run from third. And the run will come across. They do get the out, but Braintree getting the run from third on a half swing from Donovan. As Braintree's doing the little things right here in the second. Getting a round of high fives on the way back towards the dugout on the RBI. As it brings up Charon, and he takes a strike. 1 in the first, 3 so far here in the second, and the runner at third with 2 outs. Charon flying out to right field his first time. And the pitch gets away, and the run will score, as Braintree will again claim that was a balk. Didn't get the call, scored the run anyway. And a 5-0 lead, second pass ball of the inning. All those runs charged to the starter. And the base is now clear for Charon. And the pitch, that's down at the knees and a strike. Right-hander's ready, winds and fires, and he went after that pitch down and away, it looked like, but they call it a ball. And time is going to be called. Sure, the coach wondering how that wasn't a swinging strike there on the 2-strike pitch. But he got asked for the help. The umpire over at first said no, so that is his call. As the pitch is up. And the count now fills. A lot of full counts in this game on both sides. And the pitch is cut on and missed. And he gets them on strikes. But Braintree with a huge inning. Here in the second, they score 4 times. And Beverly trails 5-0 as we head to the third. Top half of the third inning. And Braintree scoring in both of the first 2 innings. Lead 5-0. As we see the 8, 9, and 1 hitters for Beverly here in the inning against Gorham, who's had a good first 2 innings. He's got 3 strikeouts through the first 2. And starts ahead, and now is ahead 0-2 to the third baseman, Visnick. And the pitch, and a half swing towards shortstop, and Donovan down, makes the throw. It's going to be wild, and the stretch, and the ball pops free. So Braintree's first miscue of the game. That'll be a throwing error on the shortstop, Donovan. Had the time, could have taken an extra second there. Pretty good stretch by Fitzgerald at first, just couldn't hold on to it. Tough ball to pick. But it does start the offense. The lead man is on for the first time. Brings up the right fielder, Demers. Just the second base runner of the game for the Panthers, as that's a strike. Decent lead over at first base, and the off-speed pitch is upstairs. Batter ducking. As Gorham winds and fires, and that's a foul ball off the home plate umpire. Little gamesmanship shown there by Surrett, giving the home plate umpire an extra couple seconds there to dust things off. I don't know if that one got him up around the mask or if that was right around the chest protector, but nonetheless, a pretty hard foul ball off the home plate umpire, and a swing and a miss. Foul tipped. Held on to for strike 3, the 4th strikeout, and the 9-man retired. Back to the top of the order. So leadoff error and then a strikeout as the base runner stands at first. Francis struck out to begin the game. And a second look now at Gorham as that one spoiled off. Braintree with 2 steals back in the second inning. See if Beverly wants to try and get some runners in motion here in the inning as the pitch missed. Probably down 5-run, not the smartest idea, especially if you get caught. Be a killer. Off speed, and this one popped up back towards the Braintree dugout, and Surratt with the look over, and he makes the catch. Nice play. Didn't have a ton of room to work with, but makes the catch. After the leadoff error, the next two retired pretty quickly. All right, first, now 2 down. And it brings up Bernard, who grounded out to shortstop his first time. First pitch, a strike. Fitzgerald continuing to hold the runner on at first with 2 outs. And the pitch down in the dirt, and again smothered by Surratt. Back in the second, we saw a couple pitches get by the opposing catcher, scoring 2 Braintree runs. And the off-speed pitch again remains high. He hasn't had a great grip on that pitch, even with the 5-0 lead. Has fanned 4 to this point. So there are 2 outs here in the top half of the third. And first round matchup here, Braintree leading 5-0. And a late swing and a miss. Just the second base runner for the Panthers here in this game. Stranded 1 back in the first. Only base runners have been without the benefit of a hit. 1 walk and an error as the throw down to second will not be in time. So a stolen base here with 2 outs. Another situation where a good throw may have had a chance to get him. And it is now a full count. So a 2-out hit here could score the first run for the visitors. Wants to see the signs again. Catcher Surratt relaying it back to the mound as Gorham ready on the 3-2. And the fastball missed inside, and he walks him. So the second walk surrendered here of the game. And again, the second base runner without the benefit of a hit here in the inning. An error to lead things off, and now a 2-out walk as 2 are on with 2 down. Brings up the 3-hitter, Petrosino, who drew a walk back in the first inning. Long at bat, and that's a first pitch strike. Braintree defense hoping to make the final play here after an error began the inning. And a hard hit ball out to center field. DiMartino over and can't make the catch as it gets off his glove. 1 run scores and a second coming home on a 2-run double. Making it a 5-2 game on a ball that it looked like DiMartino was going to chase down. And Braintree claiming the runner missed the third base bag. That's what they're claiming here over at third. And the throw is not going to be successful. So that error comes around, as does the walk, proving costly here in the inning. Certainly wasn't an easy catch out there in center field, but that's one DiMartino has made here this season. And that's a big one not to come up with. Scoring 2 runs gives life to the visitors, who were trailing 5-0 at the time. Make that catch, head to the bottom half of this inning with a 5-run lead. That's a big momentum swing, as the base runner stands now at second with 2 outs. And a first pitch strike. So that's the first hit of the game for Beverly, and a big hit, a 2-run double. Those 4 runs Braintree scored in the bottom half of the second, obviously looming large. Off speed, drops right in there for strike two. So now sitting ahead, 0-2. 4 strikeouts to this point. As he's ready, and he tried to go upstairs, no swing. He thought about it. Certainly wouldn't have been a pitch to make contact on a pitch up around the shoulders. But he has some pitches to work with here on a 1-2 count. As the right-hander's ready, and that's right there for strike three, down he goes. And a called third strike ends the inning. But Beverly does score a couple here on a big hit out to center field. And Braintree will head to the bats with a 5-2 lead. Bottom half of the third, 5-2 lead for Braintree, as Beverly has battled back for a couple runs. First pitch to Kearney is inside. He had an RBI single up the middle in his first at bat back in the first inning, scoring the game's first run. The reliever stays in the game, Mastroianni. And the pitch, again, missed outside. And Braintree now with a 3-0 count to Kearney. And in a spot like this, as the opposing side had just scored a couple runs, probably not looking to swing at anything here in the next couple of pitches, trying to get on a 3-0. And that one spun him back anyway, and that's ball 4. So certainly not what you want to do after scoring 2 runs. A leadoff walk. So Kearney on base for the second time. Brings up DiMartino, who had grounded out to second base his first time. Wasn't able to make that long-running catch out in center. See if he can make something happen here with the bat. First pitch and a fly ball out to left field. That's playable. Continuing to travel back though, and he makes the catch. Pretty good piece of contact on the first pitch he saw, but it will be a fly out to left. And he'll bring up the Braintree catcher, Surratt. Singled his first time. 1 on, 1 down. Bottom of the third. 5-2 lead for Braintree here at home. And a check on over at first base, not close. Much different look here on the mound with a right-handed pitcher. He's got to turn his body to make the throw. See if Kearney tries to take off. Braintree has 2 steals to this point as the pitch is upstairs. 1 steal on the other side for Beverly back in the top half of this inning. End up coming around to score. Fox continuing to hold him close at first as the pitch is going to be a called strike on the outside part. Tough pitch to hit there. He got to take that ball to right field. Try and pull that one. It's a ground ball to third base side. As Kearney leads pretty short over at first base. Looks like he wants to go here as time is called. Long look in for the pitcher. Fitzgerald will be up next for Braintree, barring a double play ball. And a throw over to first. They had him leaning. Kearney obviously wants to take off here. Use the speed. Again, he looks over at first base and again throws over in that direction. Got to have a lot of trust on your first baseman to make the play. Certainly seen some throwing errors here this season by opposing sides. And again throwing over, had him leaning, and that was much closer. And the right hand kind of got caught there in the dirt. Three straight throwovers in that direction. Kearney's obviously second guessing now. And the pitch, and this one's knocked out of play. Kearney, who began the inning with a 4-pitch walk, still standing there with 1 out. And again, the throw over. A lot of throws in that direction, using up a lot of energy, throwing it towards the Braintree first baseman. And Kearney now taking a little extra second to stay on the dirt. You hope, though, as you're a Beverly fan, that doesn't lose focus here on the hitter as the runner takes off the pitch, and it gets away, and he takes second. After all that, he still steals second. Mastroianni continuing to try and throw that ball in the direction of first, and then ends up stealing, now in scoring position with just the 1 out. And the pitch to Surrett, and a hard hit ball out to right field. And this one will be caught, and no advance for Kearney. So Surrett not able to move him over. And it brings up Fitzgerald here with 2 outs, as Braintree looking to score for the 3rd straight inning. They have a base runner at second in scoring position. They've left a couple base runners on through the first 2. Good size lead over at second base, and he steps off. And neither shortstop or second baseman even thinking about covering, just to step off. As Fitzgerald looking for a 2-out base hit. And the pitch. First pitch, a called strike. So Braintree leading by 3 runs. Here in the home part of the 3rd. Long look over at second again, and the pitch down in the dirt, and this time it's knocked down by the catcher. It's been busy back there behind the plate. So 2 outs. That's Fitzgerald looking to make something happen. Hit the ball hard the first time to second, and this one's foul tipped. That's a foul ball. So after a leadoff walk, a fly out to left field, a fly out to right field. A stolen base in between. And Fitzgerald looking to make it happen with 2 outs. As the reliever ready, lines and fires, and this one floated out to right field. That's going to get down. Base runner heading around third, and he will come to the plate, and the throw's not in time. And another 2-out base runner scores. That's going to be towards the Braintree bench, and that's going to be awarded second base anyway. Would have got there with the throw regardless. And Braintree doing it all here with 2 outs again here in this inning. And Braintree wondering if they might get an extra base here on the throw over, because he was getting to second regardless. They want to claim that maybe he gets to third on the ball that went out of play. Obviously the ground rules were discussed before the game, and the umpires are going to have to make sure that they have things under control here. And they're going to say that he was still not halfway over to second, which is the fact that he'll stay at second. But Braintree does score the run. Obviously, you'd love to see that extra base because a pass ball would score another run, which we've seen 2 of in this game. But Braintree happy to get one back and go back up by 4 runs, 6-2. Timely hitting here in this game for the Wamps, as the pitch to Morelli is outside. So Braintree continuing to score in each of the first 3 innings. 1 in the first, 4 in the second, 1 so far here in the third as that pitch is low. And Morelli now sits in the driver's seat, 2-0. So an RBI hit by Fitzgerald makes it 6-2. Scoring Kearney as the reliever is ready, and the pitch is in for a strike. As Mastroianni continuing to work here, came in the bottom half of the second to get the final outs. First clean inning. And the pitch is down again. So the leadoff walk coming back to prove costly here in the inning. Same thing happened to Braintree in the top half. A leadoff walk and an error. Both came around to score. And a 3-1 count to Morelli. Takes the pitch and a strike. If Morelli gets on base, Albertine will get a chance in the 9th spot. 4-run lead, looking for more. Here in the first round matchup of the MIAA Division I state tournament, and that is another walk surrendered. Second time he's drawn a walk from the 8th spot is Morelli. And Braintree with 2 on. And another meeting at the mound. It's the 3rd time we've seen the coach come out to talk with his pitcher. Obviously the first 2 times were the starter. This is now the first reliever out of the pen. Do not see anybody warming, so no pitching change imminent. But Braintree obviously having a big advantage, having not had to play a prelim game, which Beverly had to. They did win pretty handily, 7-1 in that game, but obviously had to use extra pitching, which is taxing in a state tournament. But Braintree's hitting obviously has been the story here in this game, scoring 6 times so far. A lot of hard hit balls. It hasn't necessarily been a ton of mistakes on the other side. It's been some hard hit balls. And this one, first pitch, is knocked out of play. And Albertine, after seeing the walk, went after the first pitch. Generally, after a meeting at the mound, you get a pretty good pitch to hit, and he thought the same thing. Unfortunately, wasn't able to keep that ball in fair play. So 2 on, 2 down. Bottom 3, 6-2 lead. Braintree up by 4. And the pitch, and that one is down and low. Morelli and Fitzgerald leading, respectively, from first and second. Albertine singled to center field this first time. And the pitch is down again. Had some trouble here with his command in this 3rd inning. He's walked 2 so far, and in danger now of walking a 3rd. Gorham looming in the on-deck circle. And a throw over in that direction. Kind of an awkward-looking play with the first baseman not on the bag. Really, in that spot, only bad things could have happened, as he's all the way back, right towards the lip of the grass. And a half-hearted swing. That one spoiled off and out of play. Seen a handful of check swings by both sides. A couple that have been put in play, too. If you're going to go around, you got to swing the full contact. Big spot here for Braintree with 2 on and 2 down. As time is called, pitcher doesn't see it yet. Now he does. So the runner's leading from first and second, and the pitch. And a ground ball right side of the infield. First baseman makes the play as Fox will tag the bag, but Braintree again adds an insurance run. They've scored in all of the first 3 innings, and they lead 6-2 as we head to the 4th. Top half of the 4th inning as Braintree extending their lead to 4 runs. 6-2 as we play here in the 4th. 5, 6, 7 hitters for Beverly here in the inning. And the first pitch, ground ball middle of the infield. And it's the second baseman, Hamilton, makes the play. The throw is high and the tag is there on a high throw. First real test for Hamilton. A little shaky on the throw, but still able to get the throw there in time with a nice play from the first baseman. Fortunate that Braintree has a tall first baseman there to make that play as Fitzgerald makes the stretch. And Gorham obviously likes that. 1 pitch and 1 out. And the first pitch here is low. Both sides have now left 3 base runners on through the first 3. Base is clear, 1 out. Top half of the 4th for Gorham, and a late swing with no contact. For the catcher, McKay, who struck out looking back in the 2nd inning. And another pitch back to the same spot and gets another strike. Gorham has walked a couple, has struck out 5, and that one is just spoiled off. Late swing, just able to make contact. Beverly really needs to get something started here, down by 4 runs. And a late swing and a miss, and down he goes on a good off-speed pitch. 6 strikeouts and 2 down. Second time he has fanned the catcher McKay. So Gorham working into the 4th. He's got 2 outs. Brings up the DH, McCafferty, who also struck out. And that is a strike, foul tipped. Braintree looking for their second 1-2-3 inning of the game, and that's a perfect pitch and a second strike. Had a 1-2-3 inning in the 2nd. Base runner in each, the 1st and the 3rd, a couple in the 3rd for Beverly. As the pitch on the way, and strike 3, down he goes, and a called 3rd strike looking, and a quick 1-2-3 inning here for Gorham, who's fired up going off the mound. And Braintree very excited here with a 6-2 lead as we head to the bottom of the 4th. Bottom half of the 4th inning as Gorham leads things off, and the first pitch is a strike. Had a loud double to center field last time. And that one a called ball. So an RBI double last time for Gorham. And the pitch is again called low on another close pitch. Pitcher working very quickly and does get the strike call. So Braintree looking to continue the trend of scoring a run in each of the first 4 innings. We're going to get something started here to begin the inning. And a ground ball, foul of 3rd. Braintree with the only throwing error of this game. But a couple of wild pitches or pass balls, whichever way you want to score it. A big story on the other side for Beverly, scoring 2 Braintree runs. They don't go down as an error, but it's as good as one. And the pitch, and a hard hit ball out to left field. This one carries as Gorham tags it back to the wall. It goes, and it's gone! A solo shot here to begin the bottom of the 4th. That one just kept going off his bat. Didn't look like it had home run power off the bat, but just continued to travel. And his second extra base hit of the game. And he's doing it all here today, pitching on the mound, and now his second RBI. A long fly to left center. And Braintree extends their lead to 7-2 and continue to score in each of the first 4. Certainly helped to have a warm afternoon, or early evening at this point, at probably right around 6:30. And this one hit hard by Donovan. As this one tagged to center field, that's going to be trouble, and it's going to get by the glove. As he digs for his second extra base hit, he's going to think about 3rd. Here he goes, and he's going to tag second, head to 3rd, and 2 loud hits here to begin the inning. As Braintree looks for the kill shot here in the 4th. So Donovan legs out the triple. Had a double earlier. And now it's not going to get any easier as Charon comes up. He's got a good bat as well. Hasn't had a hit yet in this game. It's 0 for 2, so he's certainly due for something in his favor. So a solo shot to begin the inning, and now a triple, as Braintree has a base runner at third with nobody out for Charon. Fly out and a strikeout, 0 for 2. And the pitch, and that one is away. So the Braintree offense really clicking here in this ball game. Getting good pitching as well. As the pitch is down. Nothing tempting to swing at to this point for Charon. As Carney waits in the on-deck circle. Been on base both times. As time is called. And with a 3-0 count, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets the green light here. Some more action out in the bullpen. And the pitch. And that one hit him. Spins him right off the plate, and it hits him. And Charon takes that one right in the back. And the coach signaling out towards the bullpen. Wants to see if the reliever is ready. And Braintree has had now the first 3 reach. And a pinch runner over at first base for the DH, Charon. First hit batter this game. As Carney looks to continue to build on nice day at the plate. A single and an RBI as well as a walk. Has not been retired yet. Batting in the cleanup spot. Runner is picked off. The throw is not in time. He had a chance. The throw was there. Couldn't pick it. Would have had him picked off, and that can't happen on either side. You had the base runner caught stealing, got to tag him, and if you're the Braintree base runner, you just come in to pinch run. You have one task there, just to run. And now he takes off, and this one hit out to center field. This one is some trouble, as it will be caught, and he's got to tag second, and some mistakes running on the base pass. He's going to hustle back, and he gets there just in time. Not sure what's going out there on the bases. Some big mistakes being made, and he's fortunate to still be there. He overran second, had to tag the bag and head back to first. A lot of action going on there. That is a sacrifice fly, but that could have been devastating. Could have been a double play ball. So Carney now responsible for his second RBI of the game, a sacrifice fly, and Braintree just continues to keep the foot on the pedal. So an 8-2 lead here in the bottom of the 4th. And a chance here for DiMartino, who's hit the ball hard a couple times. Nothing to show for it, though. 0 for 2, and the runner goes. The pitch is a strike, the throw down, and it's not in time as Braintree continues to go whenever they can. That's the third steal of the game, as Braintree just continues to put the pressure on. They're not making it easy. As that one missed. And DiMartino again, sitting in the driver's seat. This might be the last at bat here for the pitcher. He's continued to see some action in the bullpen. This Braintree has scored so far twice here in the inning. Solo shot and the sacrifice fly. Pitch on the way, and that one missed high. So Perry Lane doing the running over at now second. Got there on the steal. And that one gets away all the way to the backstop on the 4th pitch. That is a walk, and now he's going to tag first and head to second. Here comes the throw. It's got to be in time, and the runner will score from third. So Braintree will certainly take that situation. I know the Beverly fans happy with that, but that does score another run. And that's not what you can afford to do, giving up another run in the process. And it's now a 9-2 games. And the pitching change made as the bases are clear now with 2 outs, as Braintree has struck for 3 here in the 4th, and they're not done yet. As the pitching change occurs, we'll take a break. 9-2 lead for Braintree here in the 4th. First pitch, and off the mound, able to make the play as the throw across in time, and 1 pitch and 1 out as the batter is retired, Surrett, to end the inning. But Braintree again, a solo shot by Gorham and a sac fly, as Braintree with 3 more here in the 4th inning as they lead 9-2 heading to the 5th. First pitch here of the 5th inning is spoiled back and out of play as Gorham back out for another inning of work here in the 5th, as his team now enjoys a 9-2 lead, the largest lead of the game for Braintree. And the fastball down at the knees and a called ball. The right-hander ready, and that's in there and inside. 2-1 count here to begin the inning. 8-9-1 for Beverly, and a late swing with no contact by the third baseman Visnick. Gorham winds and fires, and that's in there. Called strike 3. Back-to-back, actually 3 straight Ks now. 8 Ks for Gorham through 4 1/3. One of the lone blemishes of this game was the 2-run double that followed a error to begin the inning and then a walk. The only runs that Beverly has scored here in this game. As we play with the bases empty and the 1 out, top 5. As Gorham ready, and a fastball right down the plate to Demers, who also struck out in his only plate appearance, playing right field here today. Same spot, same result. Gorham obviously has been attacking the strike zone with all 8 of those strikeouts as he looks for a second straight of the inning. Oh, that's a perfect pitch, but he didn't get it. Don't blame him for walking off the mound. That looked like a pretty darn good pitch. I'm with you there, Gorham. As Gorham ready, and this time he missed. Clearly a ball that time. He has walked 2 to this point, and a full count. And down the plate it goes, and down he goes looking. And the 9th strikeout. Not a ton of life left right now in those Beverly bats to this point. That's 4 straight strikeouts now as Gorham pitches here in the 5th. And the first pitch, and again, no contact. 3rd time through the order now for Francis. He has struck out and popped up back to the plate. And the pitch missed outside. 1-1. Looking for a second straight 1-2-3 inning. And that is a called strike. So Gorham a chance here to strike out the side. This will be his 10th strikeout of the game if he does that, as the pitch missed. He's been able to fool the bats all game long. And missed down again. So the count now is full for the second straight hitter. Had to throw a lot of pitches through just about the 5 innings, but he does have a 9-2 lead to work with. And the pitch does miss, so he does end up walking him. The 3rd walk surrendered. 2-out base runner. For the center fielder, Bernard, as this pitch is inside. 0 for 2, or make it 0 for 1. He did draw a walk. He's a ground out and a walk. Gerald holds the runner on, and that's a swing and a miss. Both of the Beverly runs scored in the third inning, but Braintree was able to get a couple runs right back after they did that. And a ground ball knocked foul. So he's got 2 strikes on the hitter. Panthers looking to make something happen here with 2 outs. Defense back all the way around with the exception at first. The base runner being held on by Fitzgerald. And the pitch missed high. Surprise, Braintree's holding the runner on with the 7-run lead. And he got him on a strike upstairs, and the 10th strikeout of the outing, and he does strike out the side here in the 5th. And Braintree on cruise control as we head to the bottom half of the 5th, up 9-2. Bottom half of the 5th, and this one hit hard out to right field on the first pitch. This one travels back, continuing to go, and it one hops off the fence as Fitzgerald digs for second base. He's going to tag second and head for third, and Braintree's second triple here today. On the first pitch he sees, the bats just continuing to not let up here in this game. So Fitzgerald now with his second hit. A leadoff triple. And Braintree now with some action starting in the bullpen as Gorham probably right around that pitch limit with the 10 strikeouts as the pitch in there for a strike. I believe the pitch limit is 115 pitches and it took him 5 innings to get there, but had to work a lot with those full counts. And the pitch, a ground ball back to the mound, the runner not going, and the play is there in time. So he does his job, able to look the runner back. No real reason to take the chance with nobody out in the inning. So the first time Morelli was retired here today, he walked both times, but went after an early pitch. So it brings up Albertine from the 9th spot. An RBI single and a ground out to first base as the pitch is a strike. So Braintree enjoying a 7-run cushion. That's the pitch on the way, and this one is in there for another strike. To this point, Braintree has scored in each of the first 4 innings. The runner now at third, and 1 out. 2 strikes on Albertine. And a pop-up, that's a fair ball. As it heads actually in foul territory, and the catcher could not make the play. Probably was an easier play for the first baseman, but he was playing back. It's always a tough play for the catcher to throw the mask and get out there and make the play. But it does give Braintree an extra opportunity here. As Albertine looking to make something happen now. Get an extra life with the bat. As Fitzgerald leads at third. And the pitch. And a hard hit ball, and he does his job, and it brings him home. So not able to make the catch in foul territory, and immediately it pays dividends on the next pitch. RBI single, second time from the 9th spot. And Braintree getting contributions 1 through 9 here in this game and have staked themselves to a 8-run lead at 10-2. As it brings up Gorham, who hit a home run last time. We'll see what he has to do here. First pitch in for a strike. Did strike out to begin the bottom half of the first, but since has an RBI double and a solo home run to left center. And has pitched 5 masterful innings with 10 strikeouts as the pitch is in for a strike. So he's ahead 0-2, he's throwing strikes. Sun causing some issues for the first baseman as the runner takes off. And this one cut on and missed. The throw down to second, and it's not in time. And he steals second base, but that is the second strikeout for Gorham. So brings up Donovan. Donovan has had a really nice day with the bat. Has a double and a triple here in this game. He's also produced an RBI on a ground out to the right side of the infield. As Albertine leads at second. And the pitch and a pop-up on the first one. This is going to be an in-between one for the right fielder and center fielder, and it continues to tail, and he does make the catch. An adventure out there in right field, but he does make the play, and Braintree again, for the fifth straight inning, scores a run, and they lead 10-2 as we head to the sixth. Top half of the sixth inning. Gorham back out there for another inning of work, or at least a start. A 10-2 lead for Braintree. Obviously, he'd be unavailable at least the next game. Braintree continues this 8-run lead as this one is knocked out of play. So the two sides do already know. The game was played earlier today as a victory for Westford over Needham in a close game. A 2-1 win. That game be on 6-9, which will be on Thursday, as Braintree hoping to get there. Right now in good position to do so. As the pitch missed outside. So looking at that route that Westford had to get to, they had to beat just the Needham Rockets. A close game, 2-1, and a strikeout begins the inning. Strikeout number 11, and some words for the hitter, for the home plate umpire. Obviously not happy. But I don't think right now the home plate umpire is the problem in a 10-2 game. And the pitch down the middle. 1-1 count. I didn't see who was warming for Braintree, but obviously Gorham probably would not be able to finish this game off as he delivers another strike and just continues to pound the zone. To the shortstop now, Armbruster. And a late swing and another strikeout. Just unhittable right now. Fan now 7 of the last 8 hitters. Struck out the side back in the 5th. Potentially opportunity here to do it again in the 6th. As that pitch is in there for a strike. Just the one hit in this game for Beverly to this point. The 2-run double to center field that DiMartino couldn't track down. As this one gets all the way to the backstop. Braintree has allowed 3 walks and has made an error in the field. But otherwise they've played about as good of a game as you can ask for here in a first round matchup. Obviously out to a 10-2 lead. And this one by him on a good fastball. Still some good velocity left in that arm as he nears the end of his outing. And Gorham looking again to fan the side and just missed on a pitch inside. Saving what might be his best pitching performance here of the season for this first round matchup with 12 strikeouts. And the pitch is knocked foul. So Fox here in this game 0 for 2. Fly out to left and a ground out to second base. Time called. Defense back all the way around, straight up in the outfield. And Gorham winds and fires, and he struck him out. A perfect inning here for Gorham as he strikes out the side. Two straight innings of strikeouts of the side. And that might be the finishing touches here in this ball game for Gorham, who puts a stamp on a beautiful 6 innings worth of work, as the Bats will get an opportunity with a 10-2 lead. Bottom of the 6th inning, first pitch on the way, and Sharon with a foul tip held onto by the catcher for strike 1. So Braintree out to a 10-2 lead as we play here in the bottom of the 6th. As that one missed outside. So Braintree will have some action if this game continues in the 7th. And a hard hit ball on the right side of the infield. And the play made for the first out. So tough day at the plate for Charon, one of the few hitters here today for Braintree that hasn't had a hit. Did get on last time with a hit batter, but otherwise 0 for 3. And Braintree now with some double barrel action out there. As the lefty ready, and a swing at the first pitch, and a ground ball to short. 2 up and 2 down. So a ground out to second, a ground out to short, and Braintree swinging early and often here in the 6th inning. Braintree hoping to get to the next round, which would be Westford, as they were able to have a narrow victory over Needham 2-1. They would be the home team in that next game by virtue of higher seed. As that pitch is a strike. Braintree obviously familiar with Needham. They played them earlier this season, but no real scouting report on Westford. As this one hit hard, and this one into center field. So that breaks up a 1-2-3 inning as DiMartino on for the second time. So Westford Academy was, I believe, the 7th seed. Yep, they were the 7th seed in the tournament.
A little late.
No real surprises at the top. Taunton getting to the next round with the win over Waltham as the 2 seed. Pretty well stocked Division I tournament. A lot of powerhouses. Very tough tournament to win. And you really got to have multiple arms in order to have a chance to win this tournament. But Braintree does have a couple days off in between, which will be nice. As this one is knocked towards the middle of the infield on a little floater, and it's mishandled as the base runner will reach on the first error of the game for Beverly. That one had some spin on it, and the base runner does find his way on. And that was a pinch hitter. That was Garrity hitting in place of Surratt. So a single for DiMartino and an error on that play puts 2 on with now the 2 outs. And it brings up Fitzgerald, who had the hard hit triple last time, to right center. And this one smoked too short and through the left side of the infield as the base runner is waved around, and he will come around to score as the throw is high, and Braintree adds another run on. It's an 11-2 game. Another hard hit ball off the bat of Fitzgerald, who's got his 3rd hit of the game. Braintree really has shifted around their batting order here this season. Fitzgerald batting in the 7th spot, seeing him up in the 5-6 spot, but batting in the 7th spot, providing 3 hits. And Morelli, who was hitting in this place, looks like we might see a pinch hitter in his place. And he is one of the 2 players that are up and throwing, so I don't know who's going to... It looks like we are going to see a pinch hitter. Still waiting to see who it will be. So Braintree obviously was hoping that the Needham Rockets were going to have a chance to maybe upset Westford, which would have put Braintree here at home in their next round. But obviously that didn't happen, a 2-1 win for the higher seed. As the left-hander throws outside. So this is Grieve hitting in the place of Morelli, and he'll presumably catch, as Surrett now out of the game. And the pitch is low. Pretty good idea, though, by Braintree getting some reserves in here. You might need them as this playoff run continues. Can't expect your starters to play every inning of every game. And the pitch is a strike. Grieve, who has caught a handful of games this season, has been DHing at points, but hasn't played the last couple games. And a swing and a miss. So Grieve batting in Morelli's spot. He had walked twice and had grounded out to the mound. This is the first at bat, though, as the pinch hitter has 2 on here in an 11-2 game with 2 outs. And the pitch to Grieve, and a pop-up out of play. Obviously early, but forecast for Thursday, chance of rain. As that one's down in the dirt, no swing. So an error here in the inning has allowed Braintree to score an unearned run against the pitcher. And the pitch, and this one smoked to left field but foul. Grieve, again, who is pinch hitting, didn't miss that one, but obviously hit it foul. He'd love nothing more, though, to come up with a base hit here in a pinch hitting role. Trying to earn himself some more playing time. Braintree led from the start. Opened up a 5-0 lead at one point before it made it 5-2 for Beverly. And Braintree has had all the runs since, and a strikeout for Grieve as Braintree leaves 2 on here in the inning. But again, get another run here in the 6th. They continue to score in every inning. As we head to the 7th and final frame, it's 11-2 Braintree. Top of the 7th inning as Braintree with a new pitcher on as Gorham's day done after 6. In line for the victory as it is Donovan coming in relief. Gorham playing shortstop now as the pitch is a ball. Six, 7, and 8 hitters in the order, and a ground ball left side of the infield, and over to shortstop it goes. The throw across in time, and a nice arm thrown by Gorham, who was pitching, had plenty of velocity on that, and the pinch hitter is retired here to begin the inning. So ground out to short, and it looks like Beverly doing the same thing, giving an opportunity for some pinch hitters here in the 7th inning. In an 11-2 game. As Donovan winds and fires, and a late swing and a miss. Much different look here against Donovan in relief. Gorham obviously throwing much harder. But Donovan coming in here and maybe called upon to pitch in the next game as well, as Braintree will be without the services of Gorham, who will have to have their mandatory rest, as this one is knocked foul. Defense back all the way around as Braintree needs just 2 more outs to advance to the next round. Again to face Westford in the next round. And off-speed pitch, another ground ball. This one right to the mound. An easy play for Donovan, who will walk it over, an underhanded flip, and 2 quick outs. A little lackadaisical there from Fitzgerald, but does hold on to it long enough to get the out. So ground out to short and a little tapper back to the mound, and Braintree now 1 out away from the victory. First pitch, a strike. And that pitch missed inside. Donovan winds, and a pop foul. So the base is clear, 2 outs, he's got 2 strikes. And it's cut on and missed, and down on strikes he goes. And that ends Beverly's season in the process, as Braintree with a convincing win here today, 11-2. And this one never really in jeopardy. After a quick first couple innings, Braintree jumped out to a 5-0 lead and never looked back. Solo home run for Gorham late in the game, and that was the stamp on this one. 13 strikeouts in the 6 innings of work, and Donovan a quick 1-2-3 inning here in the 7th inning, as Braintree will move on to face number 7, Westford Academy, as that will be down there at Westford, and Braintree will have a few days off, and they will play again Thursday as they get the victory again. Fitzgerald had 3 hits here today for Braintree, including a triple, had 2 RBI, 1 through 9 really. A lot of people to talk about. Donovan had a nice day, a double and a triple from the 2 spot. Carney with a couple hits and a couple RBI in the cleanup spot, but here today, obviously the story was Gorham going 6 innings, 13 Ks for the win, and hit the solo home run, had another RBI double. And Braintree just 1 through 9, just too tough here today at home as they continue their season to face Westford, number 7. As Braintree with a 11-2 win here today, as it'll conclude our live stream broadcast. Thank you for watching here on BCAM TV. On behalf of our camera person, Christine Patterson, I'm Mike Wassel. We'll see you next time.